if you haven't played Outriders yet, I highly suggest you do so. The demo is out right now, and the game fully released on April the 1st. As it stands right now. It's a third-person shooter, kind of like Destiny and Gears of War, that I'm having a lot of fun with. I played a lot in my off time, and I've streamed it a few times, and I plan on doing streaming on that game much more frequently when the game gets fully released. But I wanted to roll a few clips on farming for legendary items in the game, because you can get legendary armor, legendary weapons in the demo that will carry over to your character once the game gets fully released. So it's worth the time to go into the game full release with full set of legendary equipment, which I try to plan on doing. It does take a lot of time, just like most games that you have to farm for some of the high tier loot, but I'm having a lot of fun doing it. The game's really fun, and I know a few methods of farming legendary equipment that I'm going to show you in this video. If you know of any other ones, please drop a comment in the comment section and let me know what they are. And if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe, and as always,
stay dangerous.
Okay, so one thing you want to do is when you restart the world, select story point, and you want to click the second one down. That's going to restart you so you can get all the loot areas. Go ahead and click confirm, and then make sure you're on world tier 5 if you unlocked it, because that's going to generate the highest tier loot for you. Okay, so next, when you accept the very first mission, you're going to go all the way down the stairs, and you're going to run through the little shops area here, all the way to the back door where you go into the front lines. And then once you get to front lines, you'll make your way to the first area in which you're going to be able to get a chance to get legendary items. Okay, to head to the first area, you're going to go straight through the middle past the explosion in the tank, and you're going to come up to the first area with enemies. A lot of people like to do is switch to world tier 1 before you get to the high tier loot area, because it makes it easier. I didn't do that. I have 2 legendary weapons, and getting through the first couple areas is pretty easy, and it doesn't take too much time. But you can clear out this first area, move on to the second, and then I will show you where the first high tier loot area spawn is. Okay, so here I am moving for the second area, and this is the area that's going to lead you to the high tier area. Again, if you want to move to world tier 1 until you finish this area, that'll be fine. But this area does have marksmen, or the snipers, and sometimes the snipers have potential to drop high tier loot, including legendaries. So any area that has the red laser guys, the marksmen, and you have it in world tier 5, they could generate legendaries. So that's just another thing to keep in mind. But you're going to clear through this area, and the vault doors up here, after you get the key, is going to be the first area for the high tier loot spawn. Okay, once you head through the bunker doors, make sure you come through here, you hit the restock, make sure you're full on ammo. What you want to do, I use the trickster, but I'm gonna click this loot box, and once you do it over and over, you don't have to do this, but you're gonna run straight to the captain that spawns here. I'm gonna take the shortest route possible. I'm gonna activate my twisted rounds and my slow trap, and I'm just gonna immediately start tanking the boss. He goes down pretty easy solo on world tier 5 for me. So you kill him, check to see what loot he has, and if he doesn't have legendary, you just go up here and let the NPCs kill you, and once they kill you, you just stand there, and then you just redo it, and you keep redoing this process until you spawn a legendary item. And once you spawn a legendary item, then you move on to the next higher tier loot area. Another thing you can do is go to your escape menu, click options, find the auto loot area, and you can change the selection to like rare. That way, if you die right after you kill the captain, you won't lose the item that you potentially gained. Okay, so after you finish farming that boss and you did get a legendary item, this is just following that boss fight. I'm going to go ahead and finish out all the rest of these guys and make my way to the second legendary loot item spawn. You're just going to continue walking up the path towards Gauss, the lightning boss. Just a few notes here. There is a loot box here over into the water, so you can check that. As far as my knowledge right now, there's no legendary items spawning from regular boxes anymore. The only box that spawns legendary is the one after you kill Gauss. So you're just going to keep going through here, grab the key. Another thing to note is up here and to your left, there is another loot box on top of this hill. Again, don't think it's spawning legendary items, but it doesn't hurt to check if you don't have like full rare items or the blue items. But yeah, then you're just going to go up here, open the door, and move on forward to fight Gauss. And after you fight Gauss, I'll show you where the loot spawns for that one. Okay, so here's the final boss for the demo. This guy can be kind of tough. His powers are pretty OP, especially if you're rolling with more than just yourself. If you have a group of 2 or 3, everything's harder, but the loot spawns are much higher as well. So just a little quick gameplay of how I take him down. I use my twisted rounds on them very frequently. As soon as they recharge, I use them again. And we want to kind of keep your distance, because if you get close, he'll shock you, and his main power here, you're going to see in a second. I walked right into it because I'm dumb, and it can basically take you down to 0 health really quickly. But yeah, just keep your distance. Use what powers, whatever character you're using. Like again, I'm using the Trickster. I'll get him down to low health, and once he starts, teleporting, he's kind of getting low. So at that point, I'm basically going to use my slow trap to slow down his bullets so I can dodge them, and get close so I can use my temporal blade, because that does a lot of damage. But just keep doing that, rinsing and repeating. Reload, take cover, look out for his traps, because they will down you. And if you don't have anybody with you, you can't self-revive, and you'll have to restart it over. But yep, once he starts doing his barricade there, like you've seen, the metal barrier, he's starting to get hurt. He uses that in his teleport once he starts getting below half. But again, just keep rinsing and repeat until you kill this guy, and then we'll move on to where the loot box is. Once you kill him and finish the cutscene, you're going to right down here, and this is the box, the only box that I know of that spawns legendaries, but I have not gotten one yet. Okay, next area, to the right of Crossroads, you'll have this lady over here sitting down. You go talk to her, and it'll get you the quest to go kill Captain Rainier. It's a side mission, but it's the only side mission that I know of that can potentially give you a legendary item. So just accept the quest, go through the bunker doors here, clear the area, and make it to the boss. Okay, here's the last boss. So you're going to go straight for him like the other ones. So you're going to use whatever abilities you have. I use my slow trap and my twisted rounds, and he goes down extremely fast when I'm playing by myself on World Tier 5. Basically, you're just going to clear out all the rest of his goons. Pretty easy. I went through this one really quickly. Just show. I didn't get a legendary item off this one, but just to show you, go through this one. Once you kill all the goons, you eliminate him. It'll go through like the cutscene, and then you basically are going to teleport back to that Aubrey Hunter, the person that gave you the quest, and you won't see the item, like it won't show up on your screen. It'll just automatically go in your inventory. But if you do get a legendary item, it will a message will appear in the top right of your screen that says your character name has received this weapon or this armor piece, and so you can do that as many times as you want. Just keep reaccepting the quest, and keep farming until you get a legendary item. Okay, so the last area that I know of, this is kind of the order that I do it. This is to the left of Crossroads teleport area. It's the Terra Informa quest line. You just basically go across this bridge here, and then it'll take you to the area. It's kind of like the cliffside over here off to the right where you're looking. So after you cross the bridge with the cutscene, you're just going to go through here, clear out the handful of guys in the area. They're pretty easy as well, especially when you're playing by yourself, even on World Tier 5. I mean, granted, I do have 2 legendary weapons in this video, so it's pretty easy. But just clear this out, and you move out. You clear the rubble at the entrance, and then this next clip will be when I actually did get a legendary item the other night from this exact spot. Okay, you're going to handle this one just like the others. You're going to sprint through as fast as you can. Again, I'm going to activate my twisted rounds before we get up there. Sometimes, if you can see, there's the sniper there. You can take him out early for loot. But I'm going to come over here. I'm going to slow trap him. Use my temporal blade a couple times. And I'm just going to unload on the best that I can. I am playing with my wife in this video, so the boss doesn't go down as easy, because all bosses are harder when you're playing in a group. And luckily you do have a revive, so I will go down, and then I'll kind of wait for them to clear out. I'll do my self-revive, and then they're all looking up at her, and I'm just going to go through and do the same thing and kill him. And once he drops, you'll see the legendary item come up on the right side of my screen here. And There it is. Okay, and here's the Thunderbird from that that boss fight. Just keep spamming that until you get a legendary item. Do it with all the bosses. Here's just a couple screenshots of the Thunderbird and the other legendary I got from the same exact spot on the cliffside, and this one's called the Amber Vault. Okay guys, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you for watching. I hope that you learned something. I hope that helps you out in Outriders. And if you guys find any other ways to find legendary items, please, again, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.
I can't